I'd like to speak to you today about risk-informed decision-making in the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and I want to divide my remarks into four brief topics. These are what you can begin to do to change the decision meeting, what you can do to power down decision-making, what you can do to embrace enterprise risk management, and what you can do to add value to the nation. Let's begin with what you can do now to change the decision meeting. Uncertainty is the engine of change here, and it affects decisions in one of two primary ways. First, there may be a decision criterion like cost, the magnitude of an environmental effect, a benefit-cost ratio, the public's reaction, or perhaps some important fact that is not known with certainty. Second, you may understand the uncertainty inherent in the decision and just not know what to do in the face of that uncertainty. What can you do to meet these challenges? You can change the decision meeting starting today. The first thing to do is to understand the risks that can affect your decision or the outcomes of your decision. Ask your staff, if I make this decision, what can go wrong? How can it happen? What are the consequences? How likely are they? Once you understand the risks associated with the decision choice, make sure you understand the uncertainty that can affect your decision or the outcomes of your decision. Do that by asking, what is uncertain? Why is it uncertain? How uncertain is it? Why is the uncertainty important? Once you understand these things, there are many strategies for addressing uncertainties. Here are four of them. Resistance. Plan for the worst case scenario. Resilience. Choose the solution that results in quick system recovery no matter what happens in the future. Static robustness. Choose the solution that performs reasonably well in practically all conceivable situations. And adaptive robustness. Prepare to change your decision in case conditions change. The second thing you can do is power down decision making. With risk-informed decision making, outcomes matter more than the chain of command or compliance with every bit of guidance. A concerted effort to let the people closest to the outcome make the decision will be rewarded by better outcomes. Every risk the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers faces has or should have an owner who is responsible for actively managing that risk. You have district and MSC commanders who are ready to lead, as evidenced by the 1 June 2017 memo describing district engineer input on improving civil works and enterprise processes. Give commanders the power to make more of the risk-informed decisions the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers faces. These are the people who will be best informed about the risks and most readily available to manage those risks. They, in turn, can power down decision-making within their commands. Managing risks means some things are not going to turn out as hoped. Bad outcomes are not punished when they result from good risk management. Owners of these risks can learn from those experiences, and the organization benefits from those lessons. The third thing you can do is commit and transition to becoming an enterprise risk management organization. The Office of Management and Budget requires you and all federal agencies to do this. But more importantly, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers manages risk in silos. Dam safety, levee safety, cost risk, planning, asset management, and other activities all have their own risk management practices. Some are more risk averse than others. The silos do not explicitly consider their effects on other silos, and there are risks, like reputation risk, that fall between the silos and do not get managed by anyone. Enterprise risk management would move the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers toward portfolio management guided by the EGM and supported by the MSC and district commanders. They will establish risk appetites and manage the enterprise level risks. Your campaign plan provides an extremely useful blueprint for making that transition. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers could become the model for enterprise risk management in the federal government. Finally, over the longer term, risk-informed decision-making will add value to the nation. It will reduce surprises and accidents. It will assure more decisions yield the desired and expected outcomes. It will demonstrate the value of enterprise risk management for government. I'm an optimist. I like to think the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers' demonstrated risk management capability could well lead to new missions for the organization. So let me summarize. Here's what you can do to implement risk-informed decision-making. You can change the decision meeting. You can power down risk decisions. You can commit to and transition to enterprise risk management. And you can add value for the nation in doing so.